Hey guys, it's Maggie. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Maggie and welcome to my channel and welcome back. It's been a crazy whirlwind. I'm sorry, it's literally been like about 2 months I think since I posted a video on this channel, and I feel really bad about it because making videos really does like make me happy and I really enjoy doing it. But this semester has been like a little bit of a doozy, I cannot lie. Like mostly an emotional doozy, just like it's been a lot going on recently. January was like a very like seasonal funk month for me where I like struggled just like emotionally to, I don't know, like be normal and like be just like completely happy all the time, but like I'm feeling a lot better. We just went through Mardi Gras. So yeah, that is what this video is going to be talking about. For those of you guys who do not know, I'm a Tulane freshman, and so this was my first Mardi Gras ever. Before this experience, I did not really know at all what Mardi Gras was, like at all. I realized that I didn't at all no, I thought it was just like, I mean it is one big party, but like I thought it was like just one big party and there weren't any like, I thought you just caught beads, but I didn't really understand where you caught them from and stuff. I didn't get the whole parade stuff as much, but now I feel like more of a professional, not a professional, just kind of like I've dipped my toes in. I feel qualified to speak to you today. Okay, so general first impressions and like just my overall like takeaway is that Mardi Gras, there are 3 different types that you can have, 3 different experiences, and they're both all 3 very different experiences, but all similar. You can have your traditional like raunchy down on Bourbon Street in the French Quarter Mardi Gras, putting less emphasis on the floats and more on just like having a good time and like taking a break. And typically that's what like people that are there for 1 to 2 days do, you know, they really get the full experience. If you're a Tulane student, you could do the frat Mardi Gras, and I'm not trying to dog any of these, like they're all fun, like don't get me wrong here. You can do the Tulane frat Mardi Gras where you go to tailgates like on parade routes and different like at the frat houses, and there are a bunch of like different parties and like darties and stuff. I didn't do this because none of my friends are really connected with frats. I mean, like some of my friends are in pre-med or like pre-law frats, but they're not like in the traditional frats and sororities that like you see on campus. So we did not partake in like that as much. Also, like we didn't really have a ton of fun at the Tulane tailgates like when in football season, so we were kind of like, what makes like us think that they're gonna be any different in February, you know? But like I heard that was actually a really fun time, so I would recommend if you're into the frat life, go for it. And the last one is like more of the, I feel like I got more of like the local experience of Mardi Gras because I am roommates with a local. If you live here, it's a lot less fast-paced, like, you know, all around campus there are these like signs and like things saying it's a marathon, not a sprint, and honey, it really truly is. Like if you're here for all like 6-7 days of Mardi Gras, it is not, do not sprint it. It's technically like the first Mardi Gras parade like started back in January, I think, like the very first one, then like most people don't go to. I think it's like a Metairie or something. Our first parade that we went to was Chewbacca's, which was the first weekend of February, and it was like Star Wars themed, and it was all these like cute like nerdy floats which were really fun, and they did less throwing and more just like handing out, and kind of like it was more like an artistic piece, like you were supposed to look and be like, oh wow, that's really cool, you know, that's unique. So we didn't get a ton of stuff, but that was the first like Mardi Gras parade that I ever went to, and it was a lot of fun. I would recommend Chewbacca's if you're into like nerdy stuff. They had like Harry Potter floats, they had Star Wars, Star Trek, like stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. It was super cute. Then the next weekend was Crew de Vue, which Crew de Vue is like the raunchiest parade, I guess, like because it's down in the quarter. So one of my friends actually came down here for Crew de Vue, and it was a really good time. One thing we did learn from this experience is do not rely on the streetcar to get you where you need to go unless you're leaving extremely early, because like we tried to leave, like we were running late. We tried to leave like 30-40 minutes before the parade started. We could not get on the streetcar. It was not going to take us. It was not. So we ended up having to like drive and go and park, and like it was a big ordeal, and we ended up getting there like 30 minutes late, and the parade still hadn't started where we were standing. So it was like fine, you know. That's the other thing, is like if you're running late, just go towards the end of the parade route. You're fine. Like, don't stress about missing it. Like, you'll be okay. And Karud was like more political satire. It was like raunchy like depictions of the president, a lot of like, you know, male genitalia. It was just a lot like of like funny political satire, but also like raunchy, kind of like, you know, I don't know, it was cute. We didn't catch a single bead. I felt really bad. My friend, like, she wanted to catch some beads. I'm definitely gonna have to send her some because we have plenty of beads here. And then Karud Illusion actually ran right after that, and that was just like a fun, you know, similar thing. It was more of a walking as opposed to like throwing with giant floats. It was more just like a walking parade with people marching in it. So then the next weekend, which was Valentine's Day weekend, was actually the weekend that parades like started happening. Like the bigger ones with actual floats. And my family, my sister and my mom and my aunt all came down. On Saturday we went to 5 parades. I can't remember all their names. I'm gonna try to remember some. We stayed standing for so long. It was a very long day, but it was a lot of fun. So much stuff. Like my mom literally, she's a first grade teacher, so she had enough beads to give all of kindergarten, first and second grade beads. So that was really a fun experience. And I caught a bunch of stuffed animals, so she got to give those. And yeah, I caught a Pygmalion pig, which is like, they have specialty throws for like all their, like the floats. Most of the floats, not all, but most have like a specialty throw that they, you know, obviously throw, and like your goal is to catch it during. So yeah, I caught the Pygmalion pig. Yeah, also just a side note is that the parades are like run by crews, and like spelled with a K. I don't know, so it's like, if you don't understand people's Mardi Gras captions, that's probably why like each parade is like run by a crew, a group of people that are like, they pay money to like be a part and then put on the parade, and they pay for their own throws and things. So it's like, it's very cool, it's very interesting. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff before living here. We went to Femme Fatale, Carrollton, and King Arthur, and I caught a King Arthur grail. Ooh. See, this is what I mean. They like are specialty, like painted, and like they're all different. If you want to look on the like line, just look up different grails. Like mine is super cool. I really like it. It's on my desk now. It's really, really pretty and unique. So that was the specialty throw for that day. King Arthur was probably one of my top parades. I had so much fun, and they were throwing so much stuff. Literally all of my family caught a grail, so like it was really cool. So that weekend was really fun. I recommend, if you don't want to pay the money to go to actual Mardi Gras, I would so recommend coming the week before, because the parades are really fun. You still get the experience, like they're big floats. You still get the experience of Mardi Gras with like the kids and the ladders, like trying to catch beads and all that stuff. But it's like less money, less like, you know, time, just close to. So I would totally recommend going if you are like thinking about it, going that weekend for sure. And then we get into actual Mardi Gras, which is the most fun. So Mardi Gras like officially kind of starts on Wednesday before Fat Tuesday, and that's when NYX happened. I'm just gonna get out of the way initially. Unfortunately, there was one fatality this year at NYX. It was really sad. We were about 5 blocks away from where it happened. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But despite that, I feel really like cruel saying this, but NYX was one of my favorite parades, hands down. It was a lot of fun. The weather was really great. And yeah, NYX's specialty throw are these purses, and I caught this purse. See, it's like cupcakes, and it like is so cute on the back. It like says sweet moments. It has like these 3D little things, and it's like, I'm so happy with it. I love it. I think it's cutest, like it's probably one of my favorite throws that I caught like this entire weekend. And this woman was like trying to like, she wanted that purse, and she was like, trade my purse for you. I was like, no, sorry, no, you know. And then we went and got pizza afterwards. It was just like a really great night, and I didn't have any like first classes at 3:30 the next day, so like I didn't have to like worry about getting up and like stressing, you know. So it was just a lot of fun. And then Thursday was supposed to be Muses, but it was raining a lot, and because I think of the fatality the day before, they didn't want to add any more variables, like, you know, to the Mardi Gras parades, you know. So they just decided that they were going to push it back to Friday. So Thursday was actually no parade. We took a break and we started watching Love is Blind, which, oh my god, sorry, quick side note, and it's not to do with Mardi Gras, but Love is Blind is so good. Watch it. Like, watch it. It's like reality TV, but it's like classier. Basic premise is that the people, they start talking to each other in these pods, and they don't know who like the other person is. Obviously, they've never seen them, they just know their voice and like how they talk, and it's like an experiment to see whether you can fall in love with someone without actually seeing them. And oh my god, Lauren and Cameron, I'm not gonna say anything else, they're the best. They're the best couple ever. I love them so much. Yeah, that's all I'm saying on that. But yeah, totally go check it out on Netflix. Yeah, but so we just stayed in Thursday night, watched Love is Blind, and then Friday parades started at like 4:45. We went, so Muses was first, and Muses is like the shoe parade. My friend Ariane, she caught a shoe. I don't want to go digging through her personal stuff to show you, but she caught a really cool shoe. We had Morpheus Friday night too, and it was fun. We left halfway through because we had been there for 5 hours, and we were getting a little bit like, okay, we're done parading, like, okay, we're good, you know. And then Saturday hit, and Saturday is Endymion, which is like the biggest parade. It's like biggest one. It's mid-city, so it's not uptown. Most of the parades we went to were uptown, like where we lived, so we could walk. So for this parade, one of our friends offered his aunt's house, who lived on the route, for us to go and like hang out at. So we went to Endymion, and this was like our wig day, so I was wearing like my pink hair. It was a ton of fun. We went first, before Endymion was Tux, and Tux was, I love Tux. Like, I recommend, if you, I'm gonna give my final thoughts later, but on like my favorite parades, but Tux was definitely, I loved Tux. It was so much fun. We did have to leave early so we could make it to Endymion and beat the traffic, but it was still so much fun, and next year I'll definitely like would want to go to it again. Endymion was not super fun. We only stayed for not that long, and then like it was funny, we were all standing there, and slowly each one of my friends is like, I'm gonna go back to the house to get this, I'm gonna go like to the bathroom, I'm gonna go eat something. So it was like me and two of my friends just standing there, literally like holding everyone's space, and we're like, no one's coming back, like no one's coming back. So then we finally left, and then we just ended up hanging out, and then we went to a friend's house. We stayed like mid-city, just so that we didn't have to come back uptown, because it was really crazy. And we played Clue and ate ice cream, and it was a lot of fun. Like, that was just like a wholesome, like good time, you know. But Endymion itself was like the weakest part of the day. Like, I don't really recommend Endymion if you're a tourist. Like, yeah, just go for it once, but then don't ever do it again, pretty much. Unfortunately, there was also one fatality at Endymion. It was really sad. So there were 2 fatalities this Mardi Gras, which is very uncommon. Typically, there hasn't been like a death since 2008. Yeah, Sunday we got up, and then we went to Toth, which was so much fun. The weather was just beautiful, and it was just like a really fun, wholesome day. And it's such a good time with everyone. And yeah, that was the only parade we did Sunday. And then we came back and watched Love Island, and just like hung out as like a friend group, and just, you know, so we were wiped. Like, standing for that long gets tiring, and like catching beads sometimes really hurts your hands. Like, sometimes they hit like just right, or people throw like giant beads and like they hit you right in the face, and it can get a little bit like, okay, alright, God. Monday, we went to Orpheus. That was pretty much all the parades on Monday were night parades. So like during the day we just chilled and like did homework and stuff, because school still goes on even when you're Mardi Gras. But we had Monday and Tuesday off, luckily, for class. And Orpheus was really fun. It was kind of like not unmemorable. There just wasn't like a specialty throw or anything. But I remember having a lot of fun. And yeah, then Monday night to Tuesday is like Tequila Sunrise, and the goal is to stay up all night and then make it to Zulu, which is like the 8 a.m. parade on Tuesday. We did not do this. We did not stay up all night. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. though, so I was like extremely tired. We decided to go get brunch and then go to Rex, which is like a later parade. And we went to Rex, and I got this little guy. I got this little we don't know what it is, cow, bull, ox. I think my friend Troy finally decided it was ox. Yeah. But yeah, I got my cute little Rex ox, and it was a lot of fun. That parade was really great. Even though they were super stingy, it was just like good vibes. But then after, with the truck parades, which I recommend if you're just trying to catch stuff, go to the truck parades. Do the truck parades. Like, if you're just trying to catch randomness, go to the truck parades. We caught so much stuff, and like they just they're just throwing all of it, and there's like hundreds of trucks, and it's all random, and it's all, you know, just like fun things. So yeah, I totally recommend, like, if you're just trying to get like a bunch of stuff, truck parades for sure. Overall thoughts, I didn't really feel unsafe once, which was really like kind of surprising to me actually, because everyone, you know, adults were like, be safe, make sure you're safe, you know, and like I really didn't feel unsafe once, which was really, really great. So yeah, I totally recommend coming to Mardi Gras if you ever get the opportunity. It's a ton of fun, and yeah, if you want to hear like more specific tips and tricks, because I didn't really get into that, I kind of just went into all like what we did. I would totally be happy to make a video for that, especially if you want like as a Tulane student going. But yeah, my favorite parades were definitely NICS, Tux, and Toth. Those are my favorite. So, oh, and King Arthur. Those are my 4 favorites. If you guys get the opportunity to check them out, I definitely recommend those ones especially. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really hoping to start making some more like consistent content. Sometimes I just get really uncomfortable like filming, especially just having, you know, like 6 roommates or 6 suitemates. It gets a little bit like weird, but I'm trying to get better. My roommates are gone for a little bit today, so I thought I'd bust out the camera. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and leave me a comment if you have any like questions or anything. I reply to every comment. I try to reply to every DM I get, every like message on Snapchat. So yeah, reach out to me if you have any questions or need anything. So yeah. All right, deuces. I'll see you soon.